32, yeah.
Okay, we're back, folks, and I'm on the line with Lee Snover. Let me give you a little heads up there. You got her, yeah. Lee Snover is how'd you get the time?
Huh?
You're a sharp guy. You mean, I see the time on the screen and everything. You're really getting sharp there, Cole. Lee Snover, our guest, is a Pennsylvania, she's an Electoral College voter, headed out there. And Lee, you're busy, so let's just get straight to it. You're headed to Harrisburg, the state capitol, right now?
Yes, I am. And I'm heading to Harrisburg State Capitol, about 15 minutes away. I have to be in the Capitol by 9 a.m., and they actually have us down to an actual parking space. We have to park out. We've been assigned a certain space, and apparently there's going to be a plainclothes police officer around each space.
So when you show up, I read that yesterday. I read an article yesterday that said you will show up at a space, and I didn't want to put that out. You're putting it out. And as you arrive in your designated space as an elector this morning, she's going to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the capital there in PA. But when you arrive at that space, there will be a police officer there to escort you through whatever protest, correct?
Right, because they do expect protesters, and I believe there will be after what I have went through. And mine has been, less than others. But yeah, it's been intense. I've received probably 3,000 pieces of mail.
Hold on a minute, Cole. Can you put that picture up of the mail? Put that picture up. You see that picture, folks? That is, you told me this picture you sent me is half, right?
Yeah, it's just part of the mail. I couldn't even fit it all in the photo.
And
so, we spent hours going through it because our regular mail is in there. My bills are in there. You know what I mean? So I actually have to sit down and sort through all that mail to find my regular mail.
To find the phone bill.
Right. It's really crazy. And the post office, they're so upset. This little post office, it's for my zip code, has to scan each and every piece that has been delivered. And here it is Christmas. So it's their busiest time of the year, and then they get this on them.
Well, just call them Christmas cards.
Right, so here they're overwhelmed anyway, and then the post office had this happen. So it's been, they've been a little upset about it.
All right, well, let's get serious for a minute. You said you've received phone calls. Could you share what's in? Now, we have heard news reports on the networks. I see a couple books of the Federal's papers and that have been sent to you, the Federal's papers, and we understand that electors are being sent that. Could you share real quick with us a couple of those letters, or have you read some of them, and some of the phone calls you've received?
Yes, I have. Now, I've had over 10,000, maybe 11,000 emails. I've got emails at my office, my husband's office, my home. I've gotten phone calls at my work. Some of there's been a couple positives saying, hang in there with Trump. I've had a couple positives. But most of the phone calls, I'm going to tell you, are women from California. A lot of my messages are, hi, I'm Jane from Pasadena, California. A lot of women. All the mail predominantly is from blue states. The mail's from New York, New Jersey, California, state of Washington, Oregon. Most of the mail. Yes, I've had some sprinkled mail from Pennsylvania, Georgia, and the other states. Most of it has been from the blue states. It's funny, I've been trying to watch where I haven't had mail from, and sadly, West Virginia fell on Saturday. I got one piece of mail from West Virginia. And I had only 2 from Alabama, and I did not receive anything from Arkansas or Mississippi. So they're holding out, and I'm happy about that. So anyway, it's been overwhelming. It's unreal. I read the mail. It all says the same thing. It talks about Russia, talks about him being unfit, Hillary won the popular vote. It's all the same.
Well, let me ask you a question then. All right, now let's get down to this. Pennsylvania today is going to be highly watched along with several other states, but particularly Pennsylvania because of the controversy of it being a blue state, as they consider fell to Republicans. You have a Democrat governor, and you are headed into, you have meetings, you're voting today at noon. So tell us a little bit about before the noon vote, because you're having to be there at what, 9 o'clock for meetings before the vote?
Right, yeah, we will meet with the governor of Pennsylvania, which I still consider a high honor, even though he's a Democrat.
Right.
And they will give us like a little history on the Electoral College and talk about our duties. And we're each sworn in on our own individual Bible, which ahead of time we had to tell them which version of the Bible we wanted to be sworn in on. And can you guess what version I asked to be sworn in on?
King James.
Absolutely. So we each had to put our Bible of choice down.
I'm not, go ahead. So you're going to...
No, but you know what? Funny, because the reporter for NPR guessed it as well. So anyway, but we will be sworn in, and there will actually be a rehearsals because it's going to be televised, and there's a certain ceremony to the processional of how you come in and, you know, how it works and that sort of thing. So there's, I guess, a lot more entailed in the ceremony than I knew. And then after the actual vote, which is at noon, we will go to the governor's mansion for a reception.
Wow.
So it's a big undertaking, more than I thought. I thought I was going to run down here, run in for 20 minutes, throw my vote up there, and get out. But it's a big undertaking.
So it's going to be televised?
Yeah, I know they're televising it at the state of Pennsylvania, but I expect national news as well.
Yes. Wow. I mean, I'm just blown away because now let me ask you another question. Let's go this direction. Pennsylvania is a state where electors are required by law to cast their vote. You have 20 across the state. Have you built an alliance with the 20? Do you know of anybody that is going to try to break ranks, going to try to make news? That's my thought today, is how many of these people are going to try to make news of their 15-minute of fame? But what about in Pennsylvania? Have you heard anything like that?
I do not think any in Pennsylvania will break. I know all of them, and I don't think they'll break. My prediction is of the Republican not the Republican electors, but the states that Trump won, my prediction is 3. The gentleman in Texas and 2 others. And I think there'll be a total of 3 break. That's my prediction. And again, I think it's just so they can get on the news.
That's it, to get on the news. So Pennsylvania, have you read, or do you feel it's even worth your time to read the consequences of what the punishment is for breaking the law and voting the other way today, or just have you heard that, or what is the punishment for doing that? The law is...
I thought Pennsylvania, you were permitted to vote anyway. I thought we were one of the states you did.
I'm not for sure. Maybe I could have it wrong.
No, we're open. No, we're open.
Oh, you are?
We're open. Yeah, we're open.
Interesting.
See, we were open with the delegates, too. If you recall, that's why Trump had a campaign down to the very last day here in the primaries. Our delegates are open and our electors are open. Everything is open in Pennsylvania. We have no closed systems.
So that is half the mail you've received. Are you concerned today after the vote? Are you concerned? Have you been concerned for your safety or anything like that during this process?
Well, I will tell you that some other Pennsylvania electors had people come to their house yesterday. I did not. But yeah, people were knocking on their doors and telling them what to do and that sort of thing. I didn't experience that. My concern is, this is their last chance to switch it is today. And if it doesn't happen, I'm wondering if there's so many thousands of them, if one of them will do something, we don't expect. I don't know. I hope not. But let me just tell you, they're organized. And I mean, this mail and the emails and, on my phone, I mean, they're messaging me. They're trying to get on my Facebook. I mean, they're everywhere I go looking for me. I mean, it's at my husband's work, at my work, everywhere. They're trying to track you down.
I have a quick question, and I know you're getting ready to get to the Capitol. It's 8:25. You got to be in by 9. Can you do me a favor? Can you text us? You have my number. You text me that. Can you text me a quick picture of the protest crowd? Because we'll still be on the air when you do that. Can you text Like, you know, there's going to be can you just take a quick pic and text it to me so I can put that up and show the people? And last but not least, on this process, did you go to the Hershey celebration?
No, I did not. I gave my ticket to someone else. I didn't go to that. I heard it was awesome, and I heard his first words were Merry Christmas. So, no, I didn't get to that.
Was Jerry there?
He got my ticket. Yes, he got my tickets. He got VIP.
So if I want to know what happened, I got to call the VIP himself, right?
Yep, I gave him my VIP.
Well,
yep.
Okay, well, listen, what time you have left, or what about all of his Mr. Trump? You're going in to vote for him today. You're going to make history. I want to say congratulations on that, being able to be a part of that. I guess you get your name recorded in history in the state of Pennsylvania as being an elector to vote for Donald Trump.
And that hasn't happened here since 1988. Since 1988, there have not been any Republican, appointed electors or for a Republican president. Let me restate that, get to do this. So it's a big deal.
Out of the mail, I think this is something our viewers want to know, is because the media is trying to let people think. They're trying to lead people to think that this is Hillary Clinton supporters, obvious. But do you get a feeling that Clinton's campaign herself, Podesta, MoveOn.org, do you get a feeling that anyone else is behind this other than these are just supporters that feel sorry for their candidate?
I think some of it's orchestrated because some of the letters are identical. There's a lot of form letters where they all mail the exact same letter. So some of it's orchestrated. Some of the emails are identical. They say the exact same thing. Some of it's fascinating, though. I did get stuff from other countries. I got an Asian gentleman telling me Ivanka is a top-level Chinese spy. She's involved with China. Her best friend is one of the highest Chinese spies there is.
That must have been an interesting letter.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I really, really enjoyed it. What's it called? Soldiers what? Soldiers Grove? All right. So anyway, it was stuff like that was fascinating. I got stuff from, Australia, Japan, China, different things like that. So.
Well, let me just say to you, and we don't have time to go into it yet. Go ahead.
I'm looking for Soldiers Grove.
So you're trying to get directions.
All right, I'm looking for my exact spot where I'm supposed to go, so I'm going to run.
Okay, listen, you take off. Hey, yesterday we found out West Virginia is the reddest state in the union. I thought you might like to hear that. Send us
I love it.
Don't you love it? Send us because we remember when it wasn't. Send us a picture of the protest crowds. Find your spot. Send us any pictures that we can play on the air while we're here, okay? Congratulations and have a great day and be safe.
All right, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, darn that Merry Christmas stuff. Oh, it's everybody. Everybody's feeling Merry Christmas. I'm going to take a quick break. She is looking, you heard yourself live there, she's looking for her parking space. All electors have a designated parking space with an officer waiting to escort them into the state capitol there in Pennsylvania, and quite a day in front of them. Televised protesters, so we'll see what pictures she sent. I'll keep an eye on that. We'll take a brief break. We'll come back and we'll follow up on why Hillary Clinton lost the election. I got the My Dog Likes Me Best mug. I wonder how long before I get a text message over that. Take a break. I'll be back. BKP.